the sidelines tonight, Ali LaForce. Now here's Edwards. Now Dosunmu. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Now following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Here's Castle. Defended by Dosunmu. Vassell wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. To Gobert. Here's Randall. Fires the three. Another miss by Minnesota. From 11 feet away. And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox is so slick with the handles. I love watching him show off like this.
Randall outside. McDaniels right side. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And Fox gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Dosunmu. Here's Randall. McDaniels outside. Offensive rebound.
And that's when they say this is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Castle missing. Timberwolves trail. McDaniels left side. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Vassell kicks to Fox. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Back to Randall. McDaniels outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. 3-on-3. A pass to Fox. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. And the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. Let's check in now with our Ali LaForce, who's got a story for us. Ali?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Wemby came up, and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Ali, thank you so much for that.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Wembanyama with it. Defended by Gobert. Castle with it. Pass to Champagny. 4 on the shot clock. Fox inside the line. Here's Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Dosunmu, the pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Back to McDaniel. And yes, it's good. McDaniels got 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Fox. Oh, good on the 3. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their point.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Oh, here's Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Nailed from three-point land. McDaniel's got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. San Antonio making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Castle. Barnes outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Barnes is a very good shooter when you hit him in his spot.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Outside Edwards. They set the screen. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Inside, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Randall dishes to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A 3 ball. And it's Edwards, top of the key. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in this game. Count it, good. And it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Explosive on the bounce. Fox is just alert.
Gobert with the screen on Castle. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Edwards, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Castle. Nobody near Barnes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. There's the triple. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
This is where we'll probably see Castle the most, creating opportunities with the ball in his hand.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
All right.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Spurs also with the sub. Harper's checked in. Pass to Clark. Now Highland. Lets the three fly. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Champagnie. Scoreless thus far. Outside Harper. 6 to shoot. Back from outside. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Now here's Conley. Back to Clark. From deep. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 10. Conley surveying the D. Clark finds Reed. Conley for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Outside, Fox. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Timberwolves making a change here. Randall's checked in. Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. Timberwolves shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Randall outside. Good, nice job down low.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Here's Castle. He has 5. 3-pointer. The kick out to Harper from downtown. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. .114 left here in the first quarter. Outside, Reed. Down low. Here's Randall. That one falls. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
The shot. Almost, but it rolls out.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Clark dishes to Randall. Pass to Highland. Takes a 3. Rebound by Johnson. Spurs leading by 6. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The Spurs shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. To the middle. Here's Cornette. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. And it's a 10-point Spurs lead. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Spurs lead by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinal. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Now, here's Clark. He has yet to score. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Johnson outside. Yes, to Castle. To the paint. Here's Cornette. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Island finds Conley. Randall right side. Shot clock at 6. And Reed has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Reed's got 5 points so far.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Castle. He has 5. There's the pick. To the hoop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Richard, after winning Rookie of the Year, expectations are high for Stephon Castle.
He's got great two-way potential and the work ethic to meet that potential. He showed a lot of growth just in his first season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And so Castle nails them both.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Here's Highland, still scoreless. Here's Reed. The rebound by the Spurs.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Castle. 7 points in the game. San Antonio again missing. Highland misses.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Outside Harper. Barnes finds Vassell. The kick out to Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Timberwolves making a change here. Shannon's checked in. Randle outside. To Shannon. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Cornette.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
Randle outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Drops in the tray.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Down low, here's Cornette. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And we've seen Randle add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Now, here's Harper. Still yet to score. Offline with his 3. Gasol against Highland. Pass to Reed. And here is Conley. Lets it go with the 3. It's good from long range. Shannon's got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Harper. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 10.
More of his cell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Randall down low, covered by Barnes. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You know.
Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Misses the three. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now here's Randall. 8 points for him. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
The Spurs have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Vassell outside. The wide open look here for Fox. Sinks the three-pointer. Fox has got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Dosunmu. Nothing on the board. After Olynyk. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And now an 11-point Spurs lead.
Outstanding floor awareness from Barnes, knowing precisely when to move that rock.
Here's Randall. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Fox passes to Barnes. The 10-footer. Fox, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Inside, Barnes kicks to Fox. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now here's Dosunmu. And he's good on the three ball.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
San Antonio leading by 6. Now Castle. Back to Fox. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Fox has got 16.
Looks like Fox was itching to answer back with that three. He is a capable shooter when he's in attack mode.
Randall against Barnes. Lets it go from 11. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now. And it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Harper in for Castle. Harper against Edwards. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Shoots over Dosunmu. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Outside, Reed. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for San Antonio. Champagne's checked in, and Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper.
Champagne, Castle.
Here's Champagne. No scoring in this one. Pass to Castle. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs leading by 9. A pass to Fox. Now Wembanyama. Here's Champagne. Three-pointer from past the arc. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From deep three-point land. Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
We all know that Fox can score, but there he is reminding you that he can also drop some dimes.
Dosunmu finds Gobert. Back to Dosunmu. Gobert the screen. And they recover it.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels outside. And here's Reed. Launches it. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Fox inside the line. From the top of the key, he buries it. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs out in front, up 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Hello, basketball fans. Halfway through this Game 6, and so far it's been a good one for the San Antonio Spurs.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Still alive, but facing some long odds. How do they keep hope alive?
Well, I think those tough moments are what reveal a lot of character, Ernie. I mean, how you perform when things aren't going your way, that's what makes you a pro.
And what makes you elite, it's not being in that bad position in the first place.
Interesting point. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Champagne. And it's off from three-point range. It's the Timberwolves now. Randall passes to Dosunmu. Now here's Gobert. Here's Dosunmu. And here is McDaniel. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looks good from here.
Here's Fox. The rebound by Dosunmu. Timberwolves trail by 6. It's Edwards on the wing. The 19-footer is on the money. Edwards got 17.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Now, here's Vassell. He had a nice open look right there. And the Spurs lead by 7.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Randall is screen on Fox. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards. Showing off right now.
Now Vassell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wembanyama against McDaniel. Pass to Randall. Takes the 3. That's in. Coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. And now Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Guys, back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. San Antonio leading by 4. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Castle. For three, Vassell. Rebound, Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Randall. Here's Dosunmu. For the tie. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Castle. He's got 10. Three-pointer, Fox. Drills the three-pointer. Fox has got 23.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Vassell against McDaniel. This one for three. Vassell, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. There's a screen. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McDaniels outside. Gobert the pass to Dosunmu. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Vassell sends a screen for Fox. It's off the step back. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves trail by 4. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
And Wembanyama outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Randall. For 3, Edwards. Comes up short with his 12th attempt. He has made 8 shots. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Edwards looking it over. Launches a 3. Edwards puts in the 3.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
Here's Wembanyama. Buries it down low. Wembanyama's got 15.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
There's a good screen. For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Now, here's Fox. 23 points in the game. To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. Fast break, Minnesota. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McDaniel.
Excellent outlet pass, helping to make transition opportunities like this easier.
Here's Champagnie. Wembanyama, a screen on Randall. Shot by Champagnie, no good. The Timberwolves have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Gobert, the screen. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Fox. It's up a 3. Here's Wembanyama. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays. It really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Spurs also at the sub. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Dosunmu, the pass to Edwards. Knocks down the three ball. Edwards got 13 points here in the second half alone. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's got 10. From outside, off the mark. And San Antonio shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Minnesota shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. They set the pick. Three-pointer, Randall. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Inside. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Castle. Barnes outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Over Randall. Barnes can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Randall with the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
San Antonio trailing here. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Barnes looking around. Wembanyama, a screen on Randall. Back to Wembanyama. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Wembanyama has got 22 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And the Spurs with possession. Following the miss by Julius Randle from deep.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Timberwolves trail by 3. We got 33 seconds left in the third. Outside Edwards. Here's Reed. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio leading by 3. Outside Fox. The 10-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs lead by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a three-point game. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall left side. Here's Highland. Pocket 6. Sinks the triple. Highland's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Hits the three-point bomb. Conley's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Harper kicks to Vassell. Fires for 3. And they get it back. Fox dishes to Barnes. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Conley. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Fox with it. Over by Conley. To end the run. Tries again. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Fox.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Here's Highland. Back to Conley. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
To the inside. Cornette. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now here's Randall. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got 19 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Fox. And that one is good. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Outside Edwards. Over Harper. Edwards, no good. Spurs trail by 6. Harper the pass to Barnes. Yep, it counts.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Clark. Outside Edwards. Down low. Reed misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Vassell against Clark. Right side, Fox. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Vassell, the pass to Harper. Now Cornette, guarded by Reed. Cornette kicks to Fox. To tie it up. Rebound, Minnesota. They need this one. Handle no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Fox to take the lead. A three-pointer is right on target. Fox has got 9 points in the quarter.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
to Randall. Clark outside. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Fox with it. Kick out to Harper. There's the three. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his fourth assist in this one. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Highland. 6 on the shot clock. Randall from outside trains the three-pointer. Randall's got 22 points.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randall with great hands there.
Fox passes to Cornette. And here is Vassell. On the wing, Fox. Shoots over Highland. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Highland passes to Randle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randle's got 14 points now in the second half.
And this is how Randle likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dosunmu in for Highland. Gobert can't hit.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
On the wing, Johnson. Here's Champagny. And Benyama high post. Outside, Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Fox has got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Randall outside. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Randall. The jump hook. No good that time. Outside, Fox. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And finished off by McDaniel.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now, here's Fox. And it doesn't go. Randall surveying the D. Launches it. Wembanyama reels it in. Now Castle. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Now Gobert. Outside Edwards. For 3. And it misses. Spurs have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Sweet shot at the right time. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Edwards gets it done inside.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Fox. Now Wembanyama. A three-pointer. Good.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Oh, here's Edwards. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's McDaniel. And again with the rebound.
And he seems like he's grabbing every rebound out there.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Oh, here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Now Castle. Fox looking it over. The 11-footer. Gobert there for the rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. They lead by 1. It's Randall.
And how about Randall coming up clutch? Wow, this guy has ice in his veins.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count it!
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And it grabs the rebound again.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a postseason game.
He has been sensational. A show of force on the glass. Good.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Edwards fires, and he does not hit. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. was a battle tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And here is Fox. And get the 3. The Timberwolves shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Randall puts it right back up and in.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Fox. And he banks the layup in.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Gobert against Wembanyama. It's Randall. Shoots the 3. Castle pulls it down. Outside, Fox. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Good. Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Now Edwards puts it up. And he misses the J. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Now Castle. Does not go in. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Now Edwards. Wrestlers a 3. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Outside, Fox. Another one goes. Incredible.
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Now Castle. Here's Fox. Gobert there for the rebound. Randall outside. Now Edwards. Beyond the arc. And again for 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most 3. Wembanyama finishing the alley-oop.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Edwards. Wembanyama reels it in. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And yep, another basket.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. He takes it in, rips it down with 2 hands.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Castle against Edwards. It's off target. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 when they've shot the bench to go in overtime. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Edwards. It's Randall. Gobert with a screen for Randall. It falls!
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
Then Benyama sets a screen for Fox.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Here's Fox. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W. And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about 1.